Hi, hello. Okay, first of all, ignore the face. I had a massive cold sore outbreak over the weekend, and let's just say we're on the mend. Okay, so my fault completely with it. So, anyways, okay, yesterday was the last day of our 12-week challenge, and let me just tell you the amount of messages that I have received, I haven't even gotten through them all yet, that have said, oh my gosh, I am so glad that we did 12 weeks instead of 8 weeks. Like just that little extra month, that little extra push of 4 weeks helped me really dive into those habits, right? And that was the main thing. Like whenever I do challenges, you guys know transformations are fun, but my main focus is that you consistently build those habits because anybody can have this transformation. I made a post about this before. Anybody can have the transformation, but can you maintain that transformation, right? And if you haven't built those healthy habits along the way and you've simply just done a crash diet or just zoned in for 12 weeks and then let yourself go, like just kind of flirt it off after that, you didn't really establish habits. Okay, so my goal always when we do any type of challenge is to build on those habits. Okay, we'll always dive in on that. So that's kind of what I wanted the most to get out of the challenge for the most part, because I want you guys leading a healthy lifestyle. And I'm going to circle back to a conversation that I had, oh God, probably 5 years ago with a friend. And she was like, Crystal, I don't like, how are you like so healthy all the time, right? Like healthy. How are you like, how do you just go for a walk? How do you just like without a goal? You know what I mean? Without like something, a goal, right? And in my brain, I was like, I don't know, I just do it because it makes me feel good. I just lead a healthy lifestyle. It makes me feel good. And then I was like, wait, that's a great question. I was like, how do I coach people to lead a healthy lifestyle because it makes them feel good? Not because there's a carrot dangling over here to get. How do I make them do it daily instead? You know what I mean? Like, how do I make them show up for themselves daily because it feels good? And that's pretty much how I started my program and how we started the Real Deal Wellness, stuff like that, because Real Deal Wellness is just that. It is a lifestyle, right? I want you to move. I want you to eat protein. I want you to eat nutritious foods because it makes you feel good, not because you have to. Not because you have to, not because it's one more thing I have to do. I don't have time for that. I want you to do it because you know that at the end of the day, you are doing this for your future self. You are doing this for when you're 70, you're 80 years old. You're not going to be sitting at home, okay, waning like to die, because you can't move, right? You're not going to be like, you're going to lead up to where you can go travel. You can come see your grandkids. You can do all the things. You can play with your grandkids. You can go to events. You can do anything, right? Because you took care of yourself. And that's the main thing. We get one body, guys. We get one. We can't trade it in. You get one. Okay? So I like to use two examples that I'm very, very like, these are my go-to. One of them is if the reading example that I use with Wyatt all the time, right? And so, or I use with you guys about Wyatt. And so if he came to me and said, which he does, he struggles with reading and we work really hard on it. And sometimes he does really good on it. And sometimes he does really bad on it, right? It depends on the week. And same with nutrition, same with exercise sometimes, guys, right? Some weeks we do really good, some days we work really bad. Like it is what it is. It's part of a lifestyle, right? So on his bad weeks, would I say to him, you're right, you really suck at this, you might as well just quit. So you're gonna have those bad weeks and you're not gonna have a good week every single week of reading. So you know what? Don't even try anymore. Don't even try. Just quit. Would we say that? Or spelling words? If you came to me with a weak heart of spelling words, I'm like, oh man, it's a hard week. You might as well not even study. You're gonna fail it either way. Just would you do that? Would you say that to your child? No. You would not. I know you wouldn't, right? So why do we do that to ourselves when we have a bad week, when we have a curveball get thrown away? Why do we throw our hands in the air and say, never mind, I can't handle the hard. You can handle the hard. You absolutely can handle hard. You've just told yourself you can't. Okay? All right? So I'm going to be your mom, right? When someone else isn't there, right? Because probably no one's there saying, show up, okay? Do it for yourself, just like we're telling our kids to show up. No one's our parent saying, stop quitting. Stop only doing it for the reward. Do it because it makes you feel good. Chase the feel-good feeling. Don't chase the progress photos. No. Do it because it makes you feel good, right? So like at the end of the day, that is truly what matters, okay? Same with like if you're driving down the road and you have a car and you get a flat tire. What do? Okay, you're driving along life. You're doing great with your goals, and you get a curveball thrown your way. Okay, you're driving down the road, you get a flat tire. What do? You stop the car, you get out, you put the spare on it, and you limp along to the gas station or wherever it is, you get that dang tire fixed and you go on your just new, okay? You don't get out of the car and slash all the rest of your tires and burn your car down and say, never mind, I'm gonna go buy a new car. You wouldn't do that. Same thing here with your goals, right? Just because you get a curveball thrown at you with a goal doesn't mean you burn that goal down and throw your hands in the air, okay? We have to get out of that all or nothing mindset, okay? And this is where that consistency of a lifestyle kicks in. Think about it. Slow down and really think about it, okay? Are you struggling with something because that goal is unrealistic? Okay? Are you exercising because it makes you feel good, or are you exercising because you have to? Right? And there are going to be days where you don't want to show up. I have those, listen, 7 days in a week, I maybe have 3 days, max 2, really, like that I am like, let's go. I'm in it to win it. And there are other days where I just show up because I'm like, think if I just get this workout done, I don't feel like it at all. But if I get it done, I'm going to feel better. Okay? No one feels like it. No one feels like getting those steps in. I just don't feel like it, Crystal. Okay, well, I mean, just saying, like, you got to show up. At the end of the day, check the box. You'll feel so much better. Okay? Nobody wants to. If anyone wanted to, I wouldn't be here. We'd all be walking around a little hard, right? Like you got to show up. And you got to stop listening to those negative thoughts in your brains, because that is what matters. Okay? That is what matters. The protein goal, the stuff like that. If you really want to hit those goals, you'll figure out a way to make it happen. Okay? That's how it is. I'm just getting a message from, if you've been listening to my stories, I think Rosa has the measles. That's awesome. What? Anyways. Okay. Or radiation. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Squirrel. Anyways, so that was my main thing about this, is I just want to make sure that we understand that your habits and your lifestyle go hand in hand. Okay. And if maybe you're hanging around people, if you're like, Crystal, I really don't want to drink this weekend, but my friends are making me. No one's making you drink. Right? If your goal is to not have alcohol for 12 weeks, but you're going out with friends and they don't, like, if your friends are truly, because I've had this conversation a couple times with people, if your true friends are truly your friends, they'll understand and be like, okay, you're not drinking, no big deal. You know how many times I've done that with, like, oh, you guys understand that, like, I don't drink alcohol really unless it's like summertime, right? I'll have some if it's special occasions, I'll have a glass of wine, I'll have some drinks, but like, I really don't. And I'm the DD. I am the designated DD. Like, everyone knows that. Like, hey, Crystal's calling, she's going to be the DD. Like, whatever. But, like, because I have goals and everyone knows that. Like, oh, she's not going to, it's fine to set boundaries, too. Okay? It's fine to set boundaries with nutrition. It's fine to set boundaries with alcohol. It's fine to set boundaries with exercise. Okay? Fill your cup. Do what makes you feel good. Okay? Not what everyone else wants you to do. Do what makes you feel good. Okay? At the end of the day, it's exercise and nutrition. Okay? Eat foods that make you feel good. No one is forcing you to eat stuff. And if you're like, oh man, I got to eat this, because we're all adults too. No one's forcing food in your mouth. Okay. So at the end of the day, that matters too. So I think that's the main things I want to touch on here. I just wanted to go over like consistency and building healthy habits and the reason why. At the end of the day, working out for your future self. Look at it that way. Because then, like, the habits, you're just doing that. You're not focused on an end goal. You're not focused on like, oh, I only have like, no. You're working out by the end of the day so that you can move when you're 80. Take care of yourself. Okay? Take care of yourself. Don't let those years pass you by. Okay? Because I can remember, and I'm sure some of you can too, hard parts in your life where maybe I wasn't as disciplined. And I can see that in the photos when I go back and look at those. I know exactly how I felt and what was going through my brain in those moments when I took those photos 5 years ago, 6 years, 7 years ago. I know exactly how I was feeling. I know exactly what was my brain. And I know what I was doing then and what I wasn't doing then. Okay? So think about that way too. Like, I know that I don't want to go back to feeling that way. Okay? So that also motivates me to keep going in the healthy lifestyle, to keep going and pushing this way, because I know that I know how I felt, and that was miserable. Okay? So sometimes I have to go back and look at old photos of myself, but not progress photos even. Like photos where I'm holding my baby. Photos where I'm smiling a fake smile on a family photo. Those things too. Because internally, mentally that matters also. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. I appreciate you. I will have the final photos, not the final photos. Well, the final like outcome. I'm gonna have to try to have them done by Friday. We're leaving town, so it might be Monday before I get the final, because I don't rush the progress. You guys know that. I take them in time. I go through, I check everyone's habits, I make sure everyone's lined up. There's so many, which I love that, but I'm not gonna like just skip through them very quickly. It takes me time, but I'm also still working too. So I do a chunk at a time, get the progress photos, send them off. Like I do the whole thing. So it will probably most likely be next Monday or Sunday before I get the full results in. So anyways, okay. I appreciate you guys. I love you. I will chat with you soon. Bye.